There comes a moment in every life when you can no longer stand still, when the weight of hesitation becomes heavier than the risk of action. A line is drawn before you, invisible yet absolute. Behind you lies safety, routine, and everything familiar. Ahead lies the unknown, danger, doubt, and destiny. That line is your Rubicon. In the winter of 49 BCE, Julius Caesar reached the banks of a narrow river in northern Italy. The Rubicon. By Roman law, no general was permitted to cross that river leading an army. To do so was to declare war against the Republic itself. The Senate had ordered Caesar to disband his legions, to return home in humility, stripped of power, stripped of honor. He knew that if he obeyed, he would live, but as a forgotten man. If he defied them, he might lose everything: his command, his name, even his life. And yet, as he looked into the cold water before him, he understood something eternal. There is no greatness in retreat. There is no destiny for those who refuse to step forward. He called his soldiers together, men who had followed him through the snows of Gaul, men who had shed blood beneath his banners and never questioned his resolve. He told them what lay ahead, that the Senate called them traitors, that beyond this river was either glory or ruin. Then, after a long silence, he turned to the flowing water and whispered the words that would echo through history: Alea, Iacta est. The die is cast, and with that he crossed. That step, that single, irreversible act, changed the world. From that moment, there was no going back. But that's what greatness demands, because you cannot conquer new worlds if you refuse to leave the shore. You cannot become who you were meant to be if you never risk who you are. Every dream, every goal, every transformation begins the same way, with one terrifying, defining moment when you choose to move forward despite the fear. We all have our Rubicon, a decision we've delayed, a chance we've talked ourselves out of, a path that calls to us. But we keep staring at the river, waiting for certainty that will never come. We wait for the fear to fade, for the timing to be right, for permission to act. But the world doesn't wait. Time doesn't wait. Destiny doesn't wait. If you want to change your life, you must cross. You must decide. Because hesitation is the quiet death of courage, and regret is the echo of every chance you never took. Caesar didn't cross because he was fearless. He crossed because he understood that fear is not a signal to stop. It's a test. It asks you, how much does this matter to you? The brave don't wait for fear to disappear. They move through it, step by step, until the world changes beneath their feet. You may not command legions, you may not hold an empire, but your battles are just as real. The fight for your future, the courage to start something new, the will to stand alone when no one believes in you yet. Maybe your Rubicon is a dream you've ignored, a truth you've buried, a change you've been too afraid to make. And maybe you're standing there now, one step away from everything you could become. You feel the current pulling, the fear whispering, not yet. But deep down, you already know the answer. You were not born to linger on the shore. You were born to cross. So take the step, make the call, start the work, speak the truth, build what only you can build. Do not wait for approval. Do not wait for certainty. The world rewards the bold, always has, always will. When Caesar crossed the Rubicon, he didn't know the outcome. But he knew this: to stand still was to die before his time. To act was to live, fully, fiercely, and forever. So whatever you're facing today, your dream, your decision, your fear, remember his words, Alea Iacta est. The die is cast. Now go. Cross your Rubicon and never look back.